foundation of words to repeat, such as good for willfulness and willful goodfulness. The real distinction is the difference in fullness. I ask for the cure to my various ailments. They take one look and promptly threaten impalement. Said it's neither a fault nor listed on the new roster. For mentor the Yanks who can't police their own postures. After pleading my case, I was put on a wait list for spiritual sessions and improving one's patience. For weeks and for months, I scratch my head and grow anxious, counting fractions of seconds by the beads on a bracelet. After a year, when I was twirling my beard, the door opened in silence and a stranger appeared, handed me a diploma of considerable honors, told me beautifully done, that'll be $3,000. Memoir of a life left over, memoir of the last man, memoir of a flagless soldier, memoir of the last man. When roaming the streets for scattered earlobes to preach, procured a smug little child who told me I disagree. He contradicted each word and every syllable heard, until I finally tired and made my way back to sleep. I awoke the next day and to my utmost dismay, he was out in the courtyard demanding debate. I preached philosopher kings and words of forms I did sing, and with the childish responses I had wasted a day. Time again he arrived until I found my apology cleverly coded in reverse psychology. Told him I'm fully clueless, knowing he misconstrued this and would have to refute this using all my philosophy. He thought it all over, then he said he agreed, and the others concurred and joined in praising my creed. So the people's solution will be my execution for the mental pollution of my idiocy. Memoir of a life left over, memoir of the last man, memoir of a flagless soldier, memoir of the last man. I was a simpleton prince and I've been ever since the time I came back to Moscow from the land of the Swiss. Fell in love with a skank and with a woman of rank. I simply couldn't decide which one to miss is a miss. Sweet Glaya pension, temper so rancid, terribly gorgeous yet distastefully candid. Nastasia Filipovna, soulmate a cop, but she could never raise a finger lest she raised a soap opera. Glaya awaited my decision with hatred. Her soul was corrupted with distress and impatience. One day she went mad, stole a gun from her dad, and then proceeded to blast on poor Nastasia's brains in, looked into her eyes through a hole in the skull, and I knew if we wed, then both our hearts would be full. 'Twas as though they combined into a singular mind. I had the best of both kinds, and all my worries were null. Memoir of a life left over, memoir of the last man, memoir of a flagless soldier, memoir of the last man. over, memoir of the last man, memoir of a flagless soldier, memoir of the last man. Thank you. That song was called Memoir of the Last Man. Hoping to release that one soon, along with a few others off this set list. So keep an eye out for that. This next one's a song, it's about irony. It's called Irony. Use your recourse spitefully, choose to spark, divide in me. Pretend you're what you'd like to be, so unsightfully, without irony. Dressing true intentions up, making new inventions up. Deploy your never-ending crutch, impending march with irony. I can smell this stratosphere, ripe with righteous cavaliers. Self-obsessed and self-impressed, with hell to test the atmosphere. Acquiescence, don't respond, joke about it all day long. Peel the tiles and peel the smiles, you'll feel the trials that don't belong. Love Poe inside your head, strange new drives divide your head. Sign on row says mind your head, you'll lose it, then you'll find you're dead. Moralize, don't see repeal, storm the skies, no need to feel. Normal lies can be revealed, so just seal the deal with irony. Use your recourse spitefully, choose to spark, divide me. Pretend you're what you'd like to be, so unsightfully, without irony. Dressing true intentions up, making new inventions up. Deploy your never-ending crutch, impending march with irony. Took a while to learn the rules, you're the last and first to fool. Once they can't discern the cruel, you'll get no chance to burn the tools. Does it take it over you? Now no truth can sober you. Forces bring you closer to the end and then it's overdue. Resign your conscience to the void, no more lies to be deployed. Move again, there's no truth to spend and no proof to send, so just choose avoid. Things are safer in your mind, no unpleasant facts to find. Erasing all the cracks, the line, the tracks of time with irony. Use your recourse spitefully, choose to spark, divide me. Pretend you're what you'd like to be, so unsightfully, without irony. Dressing true intentions up, making new inventions up. Deploy your never-ending crutch, impending march with irony. Thank you. This next one's called Infinity of Lacerations.
So we don't get blacklisted.
Dear boy, we never learned about the happenings of 36 back in your good-for-nothing book learning academy. Of course, it's not common knowledge, even in local esoteric circles. It was back in my book learning academy, a great time to be alive for all intents and purposes. At the time, the fashionable thing to do among students was to leave a bowler hat on the sidewalk, though with a caveat, you understand. An object to be placed underneath for our viewing pleasure. So they went down on their luck businessmen, stormed the streets with smoke pouring out of their ears and nostrils and kicked the hats. They'd be treated to a painted shoe, a sprained ankle, or a broken toenail. How's that for a little weekend pick-me-up? How's that for a little weekend pick-me-up? How's that for a little weekend picking up for you? Anyways, our little operation continued smoothly for a good few months, seeing as how there were always new door-to-door salesmen coming into town, just as quickly losing all their savings and growing weathered by the city lifestyle, eventually taking to storming the streets with clenched fists and bright red faces, thus becoming prey of giggling school children. That is, until the happenings began. The initial incident began as any other might have. We had the perfect mark, a pomace twin with the complexion of a ripe tomato. We now bent around the corner, shushing each other in anticipatory glee, but we heard no trademark thud, no cartoonish howl, and we saw neither protruding stone nor fuming businessman, but merely the empty hat. The others tried to disregard the significance of the incident, even going as far as to crack jokes about it. But behind each laugh I could discern a touch of shared unease. My peers ceased the routine altogether, a measure I felt disappointed, though not wholly surprised by. I knew that I had to continue, with or without company. Strangely, I felt drawn to the hat, and even started wearing it. That is, when I wasn't peeking at it from around the corner with a big grin plastered across my lips. Upon my head it felt heavy with the responsibility of countless lifetimes past. It breathed an accelerated meaning into my life, the likes of which I still yet to rediscover in my old age. Eventually, the local media outlets caught on to the happenings, though they couldn't seem to make head nor tail of them. They quickly resorted to trendy superstitions of crazed incorrigibles and foreign communist agents, and as the general discontent and outrage increased, citizens began to look for outlets for their anger, inevitably finding them lying on the sidewalk where I would be waiting from afar. How's that for a weekend pick-me-up? That was the beauty part of it all. That was the beauty part of it all, you see? Anyways, all this hard work on my part and idiocy on theirs eventually crescendoed in a rapid exponential growth of disappearances, giving my otherwise virtually non-existent sense of self-worth a massive boost. But, as they say, all good things must come to an end, and I suppose I'm no exception. Let me tell you about the final incident. The reason I'm still here talking and you're stood there listening. It was dark and I had the powerful craving for a tragic disappearance story of who should come bumbling down the lane with the gentleman mentioned above who had kicked off the whole wave of happenings. But this time he looked completely serene, as though in the midst of some otherworldly revelation. He picked the hat off the ground, dusted it off, swapped it for his own, and went on his merry way. I tried to follow him, screaming and sprinting with all my might, but as I turned the corner, he was gone. There was no further point in kidding myself in what I had to do. Maybe if I hadn't been as young or willful or perverted, I could have kept my life, but I couldn't bear to live among unanswered questions, so I approached the hat and kicked it. Thank you. Is that still too loud? Should I turn down a little more? Okay. This next one's called Paint My Ceiling. This one goes out to all the ones who can't let goodbye be erased and run, who turn it over until it's something newer, older, or just begun. I had the feeling it never stopped, the paper peeling was no big shock, cause I lie kneeling beside my locks. I paint my ceiling to dull the knocks, I paint my ceiling to dull the knocks, I paint my ceiling to dull the knocks, I paint my ceiling to dull the knocks. The sterile comfort could not suffice. You want excitement, I pay the price. You find the pieces that look so nice, and then you laugh as you roll the dice. I curse myself when I understand I fell asleep in another's plans, like careless sheep in a wonderland. But all these moments were underhand, and all these moments were underhand, and all these moments were underhand, and all these moments were underhand. Now it's too late to preserve the light. I didn't hate you, but now I might. Though you explain all your constant strife, it still won't make you absolved from life. So preach your seasons to someone else. External demons can't break the cell. The numbered treasons can only help with struggle. construct the reasons. You are yourself, construct the reasons. You are yourself, obstruct the reasons. You are yourself, obstruct the reasons. You are yourself, but don't you worry, I'll take the blame. Please don't hurry, I'll bear the shame. No need to look back, resume the game. Distract yourself from this now and name. I'll make this simple, don't think of me, and don't return with apologies, and only see what you wanna see. It's worked so far, so why not believe? 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 Thank you. This is the last song on my set. Thanks again, everyone, for sticking around. It's been a lot of fun, even though the weather isn't great. This last one's called Blues for the One-Armed Man. Has changed, my vessel's changed, the spirit remains the same, the spirit remains the same, locations change, occupations change, the spirit remains the same, the spirit remains the same. Spoke of plans, he shook my hand. Now I'm a one-armed man. Now I'm a one-armed man. We search the sands for wonderland. But now I'm a one-armed man. But now I'm a one-armed man. They will take you to a world of truth. But I saw the face of new. Yeah, I saw the face of new. This is the key. Said follow me. But I knew the face to see. But I knew the face to see. Upon the day. Could only pray. Fire, please walk away. Fire, please walk away. No words can say what's meant to stay. Fire, please walk away. Fire, please walk away. immerse their soul into our world and on, into our world and on. There's no use in trust when all is lost. Nature's rules burn to dust. Nature's rules burn to dust. There's no clever turn, as you'll soon learn. Nature's just dust to burn. Nature's just dust to burn. Nature's just dust to burn. Thanks everyone, that's the end of my set. Again, my musician name is Benny Spizzy. You can find me on Instagram on Benny Spizzy Music. Also have a YouTube channel called Benny Spizzy. So, hoping to release an EP soon, and let me know if you want me to, play in your basement or open for your band or whatever, because I will. Always looking for more shows.